Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all the trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. Yes, the day has come. Dubai police are clamping down on illegitimate massage parlors and those annoying cards.
It's finally happening, guys. And we'll also be talking about the UAE will not introduce any income tax for the time being.
We're also going to be talking about Katan, who tied the knot in Dubai yesterday.
As well as the Museum of the Future has officially opened to the world.
And we had another cool interview yesterday, so do stay tuned because Luke from the Kooks reveals their band nicknames and why they're excited to visit Dubai. He also revealed what they call their WhatsApp group name.
What?
I can't tell you. It's
later
clickbait.
on in the
We're
show.
Teasing it for later.
Okay, whisper it.
But if
whisper. Okay, we have mics on. Okay, never mind.
But it got me thinking about WhatsApp group names. But do stay tuned because that's all happening later in the show. And also at 10 a.m. there is a big artist announcement which we teased on Instagram yesterday. We're waiting for that. I think we're going to go live at 10:15. It's a massive band coming from the States, so stay tuned. Before we get into all of that, I got scared out of my life yesterday.
So Casey, guys, she went to the latest and greatest mall in Dubai, the Dubai Hills Mall.
I first wanted to know how big that mall was going to be. Have you any idea of like the scale? It's massive.
I heard it's going to give serious competition to Mall of the Emirates.
Yeah, so they're both it feels on that scale. And the beautiful thing was that it wasn't that busy. So like walking into all of your favorite stores, all of the good ones were there. Massive Zara, by the way. Zara has leveled up.
Oh my God. Is it bigger than the Dubai Mall, Zara?
I don't know if it's bigger, but they have like all the cashiers are like hidden away, so you don't have all those queues, and they have like a separate area for beauty and a separate area for shoes.
Wow,
that's different. Lots of cool home stores, but there's a roller coaster, and it's the fastest indoor roller coaster in Dubai, and it's really, really, really flipping good.
I didn't know you were an adrenaline junkie. I didn't know you liked roller coasters.
No.
Do you like roller coasters though?
When I was younger, I did. More recently, not so much, but I was with my partner and he was like, let's do it, let's go on it, because he loves them. Which then led to us being at the very front of the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Why do you have to be at the front? And
that's the best part.
It's really good. Like it flips you upside down, you're going straight. But they had been so strict. They were like, do you have any back issues? And I looked at him and I was like, are you going to say anything or am I? And he was like, I don't have back issues. He doesn't have back issues. Do you have, and they went through all of the stuff and they went through it twice. And it's quite like, it's called a storm coaster, and they put you through this kind of storm experience before you get onto it. So it's this whole thing. And then we get on and they're like, hold on tight the whole time. And I don't remember being told to hold on other roller coasters.
They tell you this on all the fast roller coasters, like hold on. Yeah, and remove anything that can fly off.
Yeah, so we removed everything. I don't remember being told to hold on so tight. So when we got on and it started moving and you're indoors and it's this really tight space and Jamie's just like, wah! And I'm like, hold on. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I picture the news stories of like, like you see like the happy and I was literally like, you hold on, and he did not hold on. So that literally the whole thing was so frightening.
At least the best part would be that you would get the first coverage on that.
Yeah, that's the best part of the story.
Just kidding, but
so morbid. It's really scary. So if you're in the mall, it was 55 dirham, and a quick hit, no queues, and you just go onto a roller coaster. It's so cool.
Oh my God!
Visitors just like hop on.
I literally want to run to that mall just to try that roller coaster.
Do you love them?
I love roller coasters, and this sounds so good. Like you're saying, it's got it starts off with a storm experience, so it's like an interactive situation, and then it just takes you on this wild chase. Like,
it's wild, it's short, but as roller coasters go, I actually haven't been on one that I don't go on, I guess, the super scary ones, but it's a real adrenaline rush.
Have you been to Ferrari World? The fastest roller coaster?
Never been on it.
Never?
No.
It's literally 4 seconds long, 4 to 5 seconds. It's so short. So this is why I was like, oh wait, is this going to be that quick? Because then you don't really get to enjoy it.
I asked how long it was and I actually can't remember their answer. But it is, it's really cool. Like it's a good experience and it's not too short that you don't think you got your money's worth. Like at the end of the day, it is an indoor roller coaster and it's an enclosed space, but they do it really, really well, and it's scary.
Petition for 55 dirhams for 2 rides, so you can go again.
For me?
Yeah, just like
Are we crowdfunding money so we can go on the roller coaster?
no, not crowdfunding, like petitions. So Dubai Hills changed their tickets. It's like 2 rides for $55.
Oh, it would be so busy, I reckon then. I think that mall is only going to get busier. It's massive. The car parking space is huge. There's no, as far as I don't know if there's a massive supermarket, but the stores are really, really good.
Now Dubai Hills is so fancy. Now they have a fancy mall beside them. Oh my God, their lives have just leveled up to something else.
And so have the lives of Dubai residents, because Dubai police are clamping down on illegitimate massage parlours and those annoying cards on the street. So Dubai is waving a massive goodbye and see you later to all the massage parlours and the cards after Dubai police announced that they're cracking down on any unlicensed massage parlours. They said that these parlours are unsafe, they're punishable by law, and they pose a serious threat to whoever seeks their scheming and risky services, and that's the word from the top.
Oh, okay. So Brigadier Jamal Salim Al-Jalab, Director of General Department of Criminal Investigations, confirmed that Dubai Police had intensified its efforts to raise public awareness of the centers of harmful activities and track down locations and operators of these unlicensed businesses, as well as to arrest distributors of massage cards on vehicles. He said not only do such cards promote illegal businesses, but also contain incident pictures that violate public morals. Now, we are putting an end to this uncivilized phenomenon that causes hazards to motorists and pollutes our beautiful streets. Now, that's what the brigadier added.
And not only are the police going to be going full force into this, the public can also help. So all you need to do is dial 901 or use the Police Eye service on Dubai Police Smart app to report any suspicious, shady and illegal activities, including those unlicensed centres and their promoters. So we know that the Dubai Police Eye app is basically Dubai Police asking the public to get involved. They can't be everywhere, so if you see anything illegal, you can get in touch. And now they're also saying, if you see those massage card distributors, have you ever seen them, by the way, operating?
Yes. I mean, okay, I've seen them once, but that's only after the awareness was brought to it by Lovin Dubai.
But in real life, I can't. Were they like a machine nearly?
Ninjas, like at first, it's like I saw the cards falling on the road. I'm just like, oh, where is it coming from? And then I see, like, they're just like from very slick. They take it from their side bags and they just like fanny packs and they just like throw it all around.
It's crazy how quick they are, and it's like, and it's through specific areas. I've lived in Barsha, I've lived in Marina, and they just cover the floor like a blanket. I've never driven a car, I've never owned a car, but like your car would be covered in the windows. And Dubai Police are saying no more, and we've posted it on Instagram, and the response has been extremely in favor of this measure. People are calling them a menace to society. People are so happy, and not even are they polluting our beautiful city, which is what the police said. Not even are they going to pose a threat to society. It was also someone brought up before that awkward question your kids are asking, like, what's this, like, that's not okay.
Don't look at it,
because it's gross and it's on the floor and you have to have that conversation with your kids. Like, that's not a part of
that's so true. Never thought
harmonious
about it that way.
society that we live in.
I mean, but that's what you call learning, no? Like, they have to learn about this at some point.
Yeah, but is that the time with these cards? Like, the thing is, like, that's not. I disagree that's
I guess
the way those conversations need to start, like 100% conversation. But everything needs to happen at some point. But I don't think it's through like a dirty massage card on the scene.
Did you ever have that conversation with your parents? Like, where do kids come from?
I don't remember it, to be honest. Did you?
I'm sure I asked, and my mom is like, test tube babies. Have you heard of that? I'm like, for the longest, I'm like, test tube babies, test tube babies.
So you thought that there was like a factory?
I just thought like parents come together. Like, I thought of it in a very scientific way from a young age, like parents, and then DNAs are mixed, and then they put it in like all those things. But test tube babies were my
test tube babies is so cute. Until what age?
I think until I was a teenager, and then I was taken into the world of biology and explained how birth and reproduction works. That's when my eyes open and I'm like, Mom, you are a
Interesting. And what was her response?
She's like, no, it's a thing. It's actually a thing. I'm like, It is a
Unless
thing.
you weren't conceived naturally, you know, there's that.
Test tube babies are a thing, though.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, they are a thing if you weren't conceived naturally.
Yeah. So she
maybe
didn't lie.
Well, maybe you weren't conceived
So
naturally.
she's like, you asked where do babies come from? You didn't ask which all ways. So she just gave one of the ways. Very technical.
Smart mom. I don't remember asking that question, but I know a lot of people do.
But coming back to the cards, it's crazy. Like like you said, they put it in the window, so it goes in, and sometimes it jams the window, spoils the cars, and as Casey said, it pollutes the streets. It's a whole ruckus.
And it's been ongoing for so long in loads of areas across Dubai. So not only are they going to arrest the people doing it, they're going to actually track down the centres where this stuff happens. They're going to clamp down on illegitimate parlours. So of course, any licensed parlour needs to have a license with the DED. Otherwise, they're going to be shut down. So which will be interesting to see when places start getting shut down, because I think it'll be noticeable on specific street fronts. But let's see.
Most of these massage parlors are hidden within buildings, like in apartments here and there. Why are you looking at me like?
How do you know that?
I just know things.
Well, I've always wondered. I'm like, I literally look at them and I'm like, so is this really a thing? Like, where is it? Is it like this massive warehouse somewhere? I don't know.
Okay, so once we actually called one, and they're very shady. They're just like, they are, okay, that's what. We called one
for investigative journalism.
Exactly. For investigative purposes, guys. Not because I wanted a massage. Anyway, guys, moving on to our next story. The UAE will not introduce any income tax for the time being. Now, shortly after news broke that the UAE will introduce a federal corporate tax of 9% on business profits that will be effective for a financial year starting June 1st, 2023 onwards, residents couldn't help but ponder if income tax was on the cards for them as well. Now, precisely 3 weeks after the announcement, Dr. Thani Al-Zayudi, Minister of State for Foreign Trade, clarified to Gulf News in an exclusive interview that income tax is not at the table at all for now. Now, although Dr. Zayudi's statement did help to elucidate the matter on income tax and the fact that it will not be imposed for the time being, it also revealed that it may be a potential move, but in the distant future.
Don't say that to me. Distant future. So, of course, more on corporate tax, in case you need a little bit of a background. Personal income from employment, real estate and other investments will not be taxed. They made that clear when they announced corporate tax. And no corporate tax will apply on personal income from employment, and like we were saying, real estate and other investments, or on any other income earned by individuals that does not arise from a business or other form of commercial activity licensed or otherwise permitted to be undertaken in the UAE.
Now, a number of businesses in the country have backed this new directive and have shown support to the country's efforts to align itself with new international standards, as disclosed by Al-Zayudi. Now, we shared this on Instagram that, there'll be no income tax for the time being. And the comments really do reflect the sentiment of Dubai's residents.
I mean, to be sure.
As they always do. And
no, but no income tax, that's what we want to hear.
Exactly. But that's exactly what people said. Like, this is the music to our ears. And then some are just like, it's not a move they want to see happening anytime soon. And others are just like, if it happens for a reason, and it's for the benefit of residents. So it is so interesting to see in other countries, if anything was even like a potential thing was suggested, right? People would just go like, no, there would be all sorts of comments, like negative about the government. Yeah. But over here, it's like whatever they do, they have so much trust in the authorities and the leadership. It's like whatever happens, it's for the benefit of the country. So,
well, the thing is with income tax, like, of course no one wants it because it's a little bit out of your paycheck going, but it does go back into the government, goes back into society, and into the economy. However, and I see the point that, like, if it ever comes through, like, you look at different countries, they're taxed 40%.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine the UAE will ever get to that point. So, like, if you look, let's say, Hong Kong used to be 9 or 11, and or maybe something else was like a 20%, and the percentages are different. So, and it all depends on, like, how much your income would be taxed. So, like, if they introduced it, what the percentage might be, because you can see the benefit of, if we live here tax-free, we're living and we're getting a lot of benefits, but are we giving back into the economy? We are obviously in certain ways in terms of, like, fines and different salik, exactly, and different types of fees that we encounter. But in terms of like a massive income tax, we don't bear the brunt of that yet. So if it ever did come in, you would question how much it would be, because you can imagine that it could happen. Of course, like it happens across the world. So it could happen, and how much it would be. But obviously, this is all just chat. There's no.
And by that time, we might even be living in Mars. Who's to say?
Or on the Mars, like, thing that they're doing out in the desert somewhere.
Oh, exactly.
Same. Speaking of new heights, we have big news. Mona Katan tied the knot in Dubai yesterday. Wedding bells are in the air. And first of all, a massive thanks to Mona, who shared everything on her stories so we could live vicariously through the wedding, because it looked absolutely stunning. It looked fab.
Now, Mona Katan said, I do not like that, but I do to boo Hassan Al Amin, and they're holding a spectacular wedding ceremony at Raffles the Palm.
Interesting about Raffles the Palm, because they also hosted Caroline Stanbury's wedding only a few months ago. And the setup was unreal. And like, she really, if you want to go into the stories, we have some photos if you're watching on the full show right now. You know, you see her getting her makeup done. You see the dress. Like, she really just, and I love that, because sometimes people kind of hold back and you don't kind of see the whole thing, but you saw the whole before, and so beautiful in terms of like the flowers, and it looked quite intimate. It wasn't like a massive gathering, and it looked really like there was just like a lot of love, you know, like there was like the cute cake sharing moment. She like this cake, and there was lots of kisses, and it looked like a small intimate ceremony that was absolutely stunning. Yeah, that whole place is just like, wow.
Weddings, so nice. I mean, yeah, these are the weddings you see, and you're just like, I think it's time. Right?
What do you mean by that? Elaborate, continue.
Literally just that. Like, you see it and you're just like, it's time to either find a man, get married to a man, or
find a man, or get married to a man, or
pay a man to marry you. Anything that works to get that wedding.
True. I mean, in terms of weddings, I love that it wasn't massive. Like, I really like it was like super cute, super small, super intimate, but stunning. Like, the flowers were unreal, the cake was unreal. It was like super lavish, but then in a small setting, and you just like, you really felt like the love between the two in the stories that I watched, by the way. I love the way, like, you know, I love the way
did you attend the wedding?
Did I attend? Maybe that's what I was yesterday. I love when you like, you watch a certain thing and you feel like you can comment on people's lives while having no idea what's actually going on, but that's what we do.
But the thing about the Katans is like, we are privy to their the small bits of their lives, and we know how good of an aunt she is to Huda's daughter. So it's just like, and now she's going to be starting a family and all those things. So it's just interesting to see how things are, you know, like just going on the journey with them.
Just before we hop into our next story, a quick shout out. Mona Katan is, of course, sister to Huda Katan. They are the Huda Beauty empire. They are Dubai-based females who smash it in the beauty industry. They are absolute moguls, and they just power through, consistently pushing out great products. We love them, and Mona just got married, so well done. Congratulations.
Mabruk. Oh, wow. Guys, another huge thing that happened yesterday, the Museum of the Future finally opened up to the world. Now, before we talk more on the Museum of the Future, yesterday was Tuesday, not just Tuesday, but also Tuesday. That was a day all about twos. It was 220222. That was a significant day in terms of energy, cosmos, and then of course the Museum of the Future took that date and just owned it. Now the Museum of the Future, aka the most beautiful building on earth, opened its doors for the world, and starting today, visitors can marvel at the ultra futuristic attractions inside of the Dubai's latest landmark. But before we get into what all you can see inside, more on the opening ceremony. It was a phenomenon. The date, the venue, the iconic museum majestically illuminating Sheikh Zayed Road, and of course His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and ruler of Dubai, inaugurated the museum and said it was a message of hope, a global scientific platform, and an integrated institutional framework to shape a better future for all of us.
The calligraphy you see wrapped around Museum of the Future is courtesy of Emirati artist Matar bin Lajay, and it just lit up last night. Like, they're calling it the most beautiful building on earth. And I think they're right. Like it's just,
100%.
it's absolutely phenomenal. I haven't seen anything like it. Show me a photo of the building that you think is more stunning, like the design. And also, I just can't wait to kind of actually get a look inside, because I think the opening was yesterday. A lot of media down there, dignitaries. It was held by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He was there along with the Crown Prince of Dubai for this kind of historic opening, and it's just stunning. And of course, Dubai's hearts are lit.
Oh, wow. It really is. The lighting and the way that building illuminates, it's like out of this world. And I was seeing stories, like some of my friends are working opposite the Museum of the Future. So they were just like zooming in and keeping tabs of Sheikh Mohammed and
No
Fazza.
way.
Yeah, and you could see it from the other side, like zoom. And I think Fazza went with his dogs. So you could see that in their stories as well. So it was just like, yeah, one inauguration party there, one inauguration party there.
Inauguration. Oh, because they were like celebrating from the other side.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when there's like a massive opening and people around the city also celebrate. They had a massive media morning there, or media evening. I think Rich from our team got down there. We went live on Facebook if you were watching that. Thousands of people tuned in, and just phenomenal. And then as the museum looks towards the future, so of course, traditionally, museums look into the past and we get a lot of learnings over decades and centuries and so on. But this museum looks towards the future. So when we talk about living in the future of Dubai, that's exactly what we'll be doing.
So do you want to see what all you can actually check out inside?
Yes.
Okay, so there is a new moon that you can be checking out.
Oh.
Quite cool. New explorers, a digital Amazon.
Amazing. Tell me more.
Okay, you want me to tell you more?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's literally like the recreation of the Amazon rainforest, but with mixed reality, and it's an interplay of hundreds of species and observed details invisible to the naked eye. So anything you really can't see, it's like it just gets amplified. And yeah, the whole experience. I actually just want to go there just for the Amazon rainforest.
The whole our DMs were just flooded with your DMs last night, just from people sharing it, which is so cool, because I love when you get kind of, you have the, I guess, the kind of traditional media who are there and the royals, but then also you have like all of the people just enjoying the spectacle from outside, because the light show was just phenomenal. We didn't see the building open, by the way, so I think we can digest from that the video that went viral before the weekend was in fact CGI and not real. That's what we figured out from that.
Okay, so it was so realistic, but did you know instantly that it was CGI, or did it?
No, because there's the one video. Well, personally, there's that one video that just shows it, and it looks like it's from a set point. So you're like, whatever. But then there's a really cool video of someone's feet walking.
Oh.
And then it goes up, and then it happens. But it's a really perfect like foot walking video. You know, so it looks like someone's like walking out, and then they see it. So that video kind of made me question it.
Oh, Dubai's publicity is just on another level.
That is it for us on the Lovin Dubai show this morning. I'm away on my hollybops. I'm going to Georgia skiing. Shoop, shoop.
And good luck for Step today, guys.
Oh, thank you very much.
If anyone's going to Step, Casey's going to be on the panel.
I'll be on the digital stage at 2 p.m. If you're going, say hi. So Simran and Shahir will be running the show for the next while. I miss everyone, but stay tuned, because right now we're going to be joined with Luke from the Kooks.
Woo! Oh.
Favorite band. They reveal their band nicknames and why they're excited to visit Dubai. Okay, guys, we are now joined by Luke from the Kooks, who are coming to Dubai for a one-off show on February 27th at the Coca-Cola Arena as part of their 15th anniversary tour, and we are buzzing. Welcome to the show, Luke. How are you doing?
Hi. Yeah, I'm buzzing also. Thank you so much for having me, and yeah, I'm really good. I'm just like, it's just amazing being back playing shows, obviously, and just feeling love, gratitude to be able to do it,
Amazing. When you say being back playing shows, has it been kind of quiet over COVID for you guys?
Yeah, completely. I mean, we just did a UK tour, which was a kind of comeback. Well, it's kind of, because it's 15 years of our first album, which is why we're doing, which is why we're doing these kind of, we were trying to do a big tour and it all got moved. So it's kind of 16 years now. it all got bumped 1 year. But yeah, I mean, of course, it's incredibly strange. You know, it's like losing your identity in a way without even knowing it. And I mean, we were recording a lot, but of course, like no performance, and yeah, just a lot of PS4 at home. So yeah.
I didn't know if you said BS or PS.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just like Expo, because we're calling it Expo 2020, even though it's 2022 now. So same thing.
The same thing, exactly.
Literally, have you any plans for you guys when you come to Dubai? Have you been here before, or do you have any like bucket list stuff you want to tick off?
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I want to do, but I'm bringing my son, and he's 13 weeks old, so I think we're going to be slightly limited because you know, I've always wanted to go to do like the sand dunes and bomb around and stuff like that. I mean, we might try and check out the expo. It looks insane. I mean, I think it's about an hour from where we're staying, so we might well try and get down there. And you know, I think we're just going to come and just chill. You know, just sun and just chill really, and soak it up. And yeah, we've been there before, and it's like, you know, it's we had an amazing time. It's a really fascinating place to visit, and we can't wait.
Let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about your latest EP and why you chose to produce it in Berlin.
Oh yeah. Is that, you mean, are you asking me why, or are we?
Yeah, well, tell us about it, and tell us about the production, and maybe some best memories from when you were there.
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, the EP. Yeah, I mean, we're cutting up our album into 3 EPs. We finished the record. It's quite a conceptual record in a lot of ways. It's probably the most cohesive album we've done. And it's yeah, I mean, I think in the end of the day, it's like it's quite introspective because of being made during COVID. And you know, I had started the record. I'd done a few songs in Berlin before, and I was looking for I was looking to just, you know, get into a bit more of a laid back headspace. And I think Berlin offers that. It's quite a free place. It's quite, you know, I'd worked a lot in Los Angeles and London, very hyper, in your face cities, you know, and Berlin is very, yeah, just like a bit more down to earth and a bit grittier. And so I think that definitely was appealing for why I started out there. But yeah, the album kind of, or the EP at least, yeah, it's, I guess, like the title song is about meeting my wife, the night I met my wife, and Modern Days is about kind of trying to find hope in the kind of madness of what was going on. I think that's kind of the theme running through the album for me, is like it's a positive, euphoric sounding and lyrically euphoric record, which was intentional because of what was going on. I think, you know, the world is hyper and crazy, and there's changes happening faster than it ever has, but there's still like amazing people, and there's hope, and there's still incredible things happening. And I think that was my little epiphany in lockdown, was to try and find that spirit, and I hope that comes across in the album.
So hope and madness is so powerful. And you know, in terms of connection, obviously you said it's about like meeting your life and meeting your wife, and it's literally the dream for so many people. Can you take us back to that night and take us back to that moment? Because a love song it's so lovely, it's so uplifting. Tell us about again.
Oh, so thanks. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, I had a pretty tumultuous love life, I would say, and you know, I'd had some pretty rough experiences. I kind of was, and also I'd been a prick. Let's be honest. You know, I've got to be honest. So you know, I think I'd sort of gotten into the headspace that like I was very cynical. I didn't really wasn't maybe really feeling like I was looking for anything like that. And then I was walking through Soho, past one of my favorite pubs, and I met Ellie, you know, and she and my whole life changed. It's like you turn a corner, and it was wild, you know. I mean, it was probably was love at first sight for me. She definitely says it wasn't. I don't think it took her a minute, and I mean I really didn't think she liked me at all, to be fair. So I had to work quite hard at it. But yeah, it's amazing, and it certainly changed things, and she's changed my life for sure. And the positivity that's brought to my work is really cool, and being a bit more settled and settled but fun.
Thank you.
Yeah,
No, it's fab. And I love the honesty. And let's talk a little bit about the Kooks and your process for creating music. Like, what are you guys like? Is it very organic and natural, or is it kind of a sit down, we need to get this done? How does it work?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's evolved over the years, the way that we work, and I think that's a very good thing. I think, you know, the band has never sat in one corner, but we're definitely instinctual and more about vibe than being methodical. You know, so that's where, like, on our early albums, like with Tony Hoffer, it was great to have someone who's very methodical and incredibly kind of, I mean this in the best way, but he's very nerdy guy, knows everything about, you know, 70s synths and you know, blah blah blah, knows what works, knows what mics, where to put them and stuff like that. But I mean, as a band, we've always been quite like, you know, it's just capture a moment, capture a feeling, and that's never changed. And so, you know, I on this new album, I kind of went back a little bit to how I was working on the fourth album, Listen, whereby with my lyrics and my singing, like, I really was, everything's sort of first, second take, you know, it's like not overthinking it. And it was quite DIY, this one, you know. I mean, some of it was made, I mean, sorry I'm so dark here, but it's like I'm in my sort of like spare room, which is now like a little baby room, but it's like it's basically, I mean, me and Hugh and Toby wrote Jesse James in here, and I did it on my laptop, you know. And I really found that was a big difference on this album, was like I really like embraced the laptop, where I've usually been like, okay, I want like my old guitars, you know, like my 47 Parlour guitar, and that would be me. But now, with the time in lockdown, I really like spent a lot of hours like working on music production, and that was different for me personally. And so it became a little more DIY.
That's so interesting. You know, when I was about to introduce you, I was going to call you the Kooks, and then I was like, and here are the Kooks, and I'm going to be talking to the Kooks. But do you guys have a little name for yourselves? Like, do you have like a WhatsApp group name that you call yourself, or if you have a WhatsApp group name, what is it?
Oh, do you mean for each other or for the band?
Well, I feel like I'm sure you have a group with just the three of you. So what would
we
it
do?
be?
It's just called the Kooks Chat. That's so embarrassing. I'm sorry, we're so boring. We've got some very odd nicknames for each other. Mine's Nick. They call me Nick, and I mean, there's literally no reason. They find it hilarious. Just call me Nick. My name's Luke. I mean, I don't really get that. I guess it's funny. It's kind of like, you know, when people name their dogs like really normal human names.
They're the best dog names ever.
Yeah, which is, I do think that. So maybe they just think of me as a dog.
As soon as you said that, I thought of Kevin and Brian. And do the other guys have nicknames?
Al is called Rubik's. Alexis, the drummer, is called Rubik's because he is so complex. He's like a Rubik's cube, you know. I don't know where that came from. And then Hugh was called the Moat, like a moat around a castle. I genuinely can't. I think that, you know, they've all come from just like very drunken nights out. There probably is a reason behind each name. So, but I genuinely can't remember.
Well, they sound quite complex, and then there's Nick. But thank you so much for that. I have a sinking feeling that our time is running out. So before you have to leave us, quick question: do you have any band superstitions?
Superstitions
or routines that you want to follow?
Not really. But I think I should start them. You know what I mean? Like sort of like tennis players that have to wear like the same sock every time they play.
Or you have like
maybe this is what I've been doing wrong all these years, you know. Actually, well, we do actually. We have a new ritual, which is dancing to that song Tequila, and we do a shot of tequila. But no, again, I'm sorry to disappoint. I think we, like I said, maybe that you've made me think about it. I think maybe I need to have like a golden sock or something.
Not at all.
But no, we're not suspicious.
Our time has run out, but we didn't get to it. But you know, obviously, Inside In, Inside Out is an album that kind of captured hearts. It's something I listened to growing up, and I still listen to. People love it, and we're super excited to have you. So you haven't been doing anything wrong, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks so much. I really appreciate that, and hopefully get to catch you out in Dubai. Yeah.
The Kooks at the Coca-Cola Arena, February 27th. Get your tickets ASAP. Bye.